and pick up some doxies.
Is this the town that has the restaurant called The Trough in it?
No idea.
No idea.
That's a fucking restaurant. You guys sit near the beginning of the trough because then the food isn't so picked over.
No. Anyway,
yeah, we go to the White Stag Bar to get drinks.
Yeah.
All right, so we should go to a magic zone so I can attempt to teach gate and time to these two.
Which magic zone?
We're made to the Tri-Kingdoms.
Tri-Kingdoms. Well, you are certainly hitting all the different possible places.
Well, it gives us the chance. Yes, I have a trump card for the Tri-Kingdoms. A new trump card for the Tri-Kingdoms after the previous one got buried by Freddy burying guards in the forest.
Yes. Give me a new luck roll to make sure that trump card to that new place still fucking works, because it took some pushing, but you got through. All right. And you have no idea how anything works here, but you can give it a try. Oh, wait, that's the wrong zone I've got open here.
What's this place?
Tri-Kingdoms.
Sounds like tarot cards.
Ooh.
Never been to the Tri-Kingdoms, huh?
Nope.
Ooh. Okay, well, it doesn't look like much from where you're at. They take you into a forest, and you're like, yay, it's new. And they're like, shut up. So, give me a second. Shuffle.
Magic forest.
Hopefully. All right, your two tarot cards are this and this. I like being able to have the pictures and shit there. Gives more of an impact. Tri-Kingdoms.
Ooh, the death card. That means change.
No, that means that he's going to die soon. Shows an arrow.
Common misconception. It means change.
Oh, no. I believe me, I took a year or two out studying the tarot cards. That's why they keep resurfacing in the campaign and shit.
So
but
small.
I like having an arrow stick out of his head instead because it's funnier. What?
It's a small death.
No, that's an orgasm.
There you go.
The little death.
Shakespeare.
Yep, you got it.
All right. So you are in the Tri-Kingdoms. No idea how anything works here as far as magic and stuff. If only there was some way to tell.
I shall attempt to do full rules here.
Excellent. Also, I don't know if you're just going to teach them in the forest and hope not to get mugged. But in this forest, you're guessing that you're probably not going to get mugged. So go for full rules. Willpower times 5. Wah, wah. Ta-da!
Ding, 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 ding.
Wah, wah. Going for the fumble card. Here comes the fumble card.
Yes.
Just do a silent 10 count, look.
Right. Oh, I want luck rolls from everybody who's not Joshua McKay. How much magic points is full rules, please?
2.
I failed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Roll high, low, Rock. You want low.
High.
You take 2 points of damage as your hair is lit on fire by Joshua McKay.
That's real.
Yes, he thinks
that's very real.
Magic is playing up in this zone. It doesn't appear to do what it's supposed to do. It certainly wasn't supposed to set your hair on fire like that.
I don't know. You kind of said icky, picky, wicky, dicky, and I don't think that's part of the spell.
Possibly not.
Doesn't sound like any magic I've ever heard of.
All right.
Could somebody put this out?
Bend over. No, I won't say. I won't.
I could use a little first aid, maybe.
I just sit there and watch it burn merrily.
I pick up some leaves and.
Got it.
There you go.
Shows the entire forest on fire. No, okay, Freddy's not here, so I don't.
Freddy's not here. No, that's not happening.
Yeah. All right. So you put his head out, And apparently, yeah, that spell is
And
out. Is that the first
teaching.
level gate and time spell?
Yeah, it is the offshoot, I think.
Full
offshoot?
rules.
Full rolls.
Yeah, I think it's the offshoot from memory.
Oh, good. Then you can still teach them because otherwise you'd be like, I'm done with that spell today.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so teaching good. You've succeeded in your
Yep.
teaching. Willpower times 5.
I'm just double checking it is indeed an offshoot spell
Hmm.
tree, gate and time. Time check is the first. Yep, time check is the first spell. Full rules is the offshoot.
Cool.
Do-do-do.
It's a good spell. You can never get it to work.
Yes, and I've only got to learn because I keep not doing it. And one person. Nope.
Okay,
And
that was your one shot. We'll do this some other time.
No, I've got to do it for
You can
both
do
of
it
you.
for both of us.
Oh, that's true.
If
That's
you make
good.
it, you've got to do the willpower times 5 to actually do it.
Sorry. Willpower by 5.
And now the all-important fumble.
Here comes the fumble card. Fumble card. Fumble card. Here it comes. Okay, that's good. And here we are. And right. He throws away all of his held items and looks at you for a while.
You did the icky, picky, dicky, flicky thing again.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have
Why do you keep doing that?
Because it felt so right.
stone magic?
No.
Not interested.
Stone, metal, wood.
Is it legal in any of the states?
Stoner magic, I think, is what you're. 420 is the first spell in stoner magic.
Earth, air, fire, water.
Fire, because I had it and then I lost it.
Okay.
Fire, I have. Air, I have. Earth might be interesting.
Do I have to teach them both the same thing?
Uh-huh. You can teach one thing per day. So if you can find one both of them want, then that's better.
I thought I already had make tracks disappear. No, apparently I don't. Okay. I'd like Earth.
That's earth.
Does McKay have Earth?
He wants fire. He wants earth.
No.
Okay, you can teach them both Earth if you want.
You guys don't want anything else?
He says, trying to hint you.
Tech magic?
Tech magic may be interesting.
Yeah, I wasn't particularly interested in tech magic.
Meta magic?
Got meta.
I think I've got meta. Oh no, I don't think I do. I used to have meta, then I lost it.
While you guys are staying in the woods, a guy comes up, stands next to Rock, starts pissing in the bush.
Oh.
Right next to him. Just pissing in the bush.
Is the pea blue?
Think you're king of the woods or something?
What? Is this your bush? He says.
Let me show you my bush.
Whoa.
It shows him running away through the woods. It's blue. It's all blue. He's
Papa's going to show you a bush.
High, I teach the one that Pete wants. Low, I teach the one that Russ wants. Okay, here comes
Hi,
the
Pete.
fire.
What was the one Peter wanted?
Fail.
No, it's high teaches the one you want.
No, I said Pete.
He said high Pete and low me. So
Okay,
what was that?
I'll go
Earth?
around. Fire.
Okay.
Fire.
He doesn't teach that. So that's easy.
Yeah,
Shit.
because
Cool.
I only had
So-
extinguished fire and the tree changed, so I don't have it anymore.
Where would you like to go to do your research for the last bit of this session?
Well,
What would be the best zone to research in?
depends
The tech
on.
zone? Night City is the only one with high tech at this point. You can't go to HighCon. And I don't know if Freddie made any copies of that Trump in mainland China that I made for for Raslin.
I'm not aware of any.
I had a Hong Kong Trump, but I suspect there's been changes.
Hong Kong's a crater.
We could we could go to Voris and then use the gate from Voris into Hong Kong.
Oh, there's a gate.
Yep.
Okay.
Good to know.
It's if we think Hong Kong's okay to go to.
Would the research potential be something you could explore Shadow for?
Take a card for thinking outside the box.
That's a good thinking actually. Yeah, I like the way you think on that one.
I always like it when people are using what the hell is that kind of thinking called?
Creative thinking?
No, there's a different word for it where you're thinking at things slantways.
My skill is pretty low, but it might be worth a shot.
We go to Sherma, get a car, and we drive for a few days.
Right. You're going to buy what kind of car in Sherma?
Just something that'll get us around for enough time.
It's up to you, but I would recommend getting at least a 5,000 Shermer, at least 5,000 Shermer dollars car, because you don't want something that's going to fucking break down when you're going through Shadow. But if you're a multi-millionaire, I would recommend
Voris vehicle then.
Yellow H2. Yeah,
we got a lot of funds in Voris.
Yeah, we'll do Voris. We'll go to Voris and get a vehicle there then.
Do you want to get a H2? I'll go over all kinds of shit.
That seems over the top.
It totally is.
That's the normal.
I mean, you can get a yellow H2 for like 60 grand.
Let's pay 5,000.
Oh, you get a well-maintained used car.
Cool. Okay.
But if you can get an actual, whatever the fuck those kind of cars are called, I forget, a Hummer. If you can get an actual Hummer, it goes up steep shit. Yeah. You can, if the agent tries to bash you off the road, you go, yeah. And they're like, oh Jesus.
Maybe lateral, Logan. Lateral
session.
Well done. Yes.
Okay. Made my drive roll for the session. Do you do explore and then shadow walk, or?
I think you just roll explore shadow.
Yeah, isn't explore shadow it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never used it. I just got
as he goes and does one of the most dangerous things ever and roll the crit. Right. You guys pull up in front of Library Land, which is an extensive library for the Shadow. You can make a new note that you have discovered Library Land, and if anybody here wants the skill or any trump cards of Library Land, you are free to do so. Essentially, you've managed to get a place where learning is considered the big thing. Of course, how much value this will be in your own different shadows is very questionable, but you've discovered Library Land.
Tarot cards.
Tarot cards.
Yes, exactly.
No.
Oh.
Tarot cards only work for certain zones, and you're not sure why. But just random zones?
No, but that in itself is useful to know.
Worth a shot. You guys all get out of Library Land going, tarot cards, tarot cards. Everybody goes in the library. And they ask for your library card.
We would like to register.
Oh, excellent. They want some strange kind of money and stuff. Or in Library Land, if you wish, you can pay with books. They ask for 2 books from each of you, and then you can have a library card. By the way, that's donating 2 books. Like, here, you can keep these.
Do you guys like gold?
Nope. We want knowledge. Knowledge is worth more than gold.
Certainly, we shall go and get ourselves somewhere to stay, and we shall get you some books.
All right. You guys head over and yeah, you don't have any money for anywhere to stay, but you can go find an alley to go into and start trumping around or some shit.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I thought so. Great. So
We go to Sherma. We go to a bookstore. We buy a crate of books. We bring them back. We'd like a room. Here you are, a book. We'd like library cards. Here's 6 books. We'd like dinner. Have a book.
Very
Currency is
currency.
Have a Mills and Boons for that one.
Currency is Amazon gift cards.
Buy very small books.
Here's an Amazon gift card. Go get yourself some books.
No problem. Somebody mark off, let's see, with all the books you're going to go through, it'll probably be 30 books as you guys are exploring this. Call it $300. Somebody
Sure.
mark off 300 Shermer bucks.
$300 off Sherma.
They are delighted to take your fucking books. You guys are like, I got all these books. And you have no idea if it'll work. But okay, so first off, everybody give me okay, your topic I'm guessing is Harlequins or Overthruster or what?
Yes,
Both.
both. We'll start with I'm going to start with Overthruster, and because we're going to spend a couple of days here, then depending on what we
Okay,
find
I'll
out
tell you
together.
what. I'll be super nice. Let's all do Overthruster or Harlequin. Do Overthruster first. Everybody give me a library research roll at half. If you make it, then I want a remarkable luck roll to actually have it be pertinent.
Nope.
If you fail it, then don't worry.
That's at half.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
And
fail.
I'll spend 1 hero point on my luck roll.
Don't do it. It's too remarkable of luck roll to even hope for. No? Okay, good.
No.
Perfect. So is that everybody?
Scott didn't go.
Okay.
Oh, yes, he did.
Yeah,
He
did.
failed.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. There is no Overthruster. Now,
No, that
everybody
was Harlequin.
Harlequin.
okay. And now for Overthruster, same rolls.
Critical library use.
Okay.
Ooh.
Do I need a luck roll still?
Yeah, you need a remarkable luck roll to have it be pertinent. Otherwise, you get weird shit that doesn't apply to where you're at.
Okay, I will spend 1 pause on the luck roll.
Do they get a bonus for making a critical research roll?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Fine.
saying. I made a critical library use roll, Logan. Do I get a bonus on my luck roll?
I'll give you a plus 10% because I don't think it'll help.
98 will not, yeah. 98 divided by 2 is 49. No, it's still no good.
I'll spend 1.
Oh, it's good. When I say remarkable, I'm not talking half. Half is not a remarkable roll.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Quarter, crit.
Order
so
a crit would be remarkable.
We still get our plus 10 inside the firewall.
I don't suppose anybody's got
No.
lucky there.
You're outside of the firewall.
Oh. Okay, but 10 for critting research.
Yes.
Minus
Yeah.
30.
Oh, well.
Cool. You found a bunch of stuff that is applicable to different places that is not you. But
Okay.
wow, well-organized libraries. I'll tell you what, they have a lot of books, just not ones that are applicable to your special situation.
Any magic books?
And just ones that you can't understand.
Okay. Library land isn't as useful as I would hope.
We can't understand them,
Yeah, the spells just don't work for you.
but could we
Nope.
purchase them?
No, of course not. Books are only taken from, or you
Books are
cannot get
currency.
books from the Yes, books are currency to get things, but not from the library. The library just sucks them in.
There's no bookstores.
Sure there are. No, they don't have any spell books. There are no spell books that will help at any time here for you.
Do we
They
want
have
to sell
books.
some?
I
Do
just
we want
wanted
to sell some books and get some library land currency, or is it books?
It is books.
I was just going for blocker magic books.
Nope.
Is this because it's a higher shadow, like different magic rules?
Yeah, there's I'm not even getting into all that.
Okay.
There's
yeah.
one other thing I would like to research.
Hold on.
While we're here,
Hold on. Everybody looks at Holmes. Yes, what is it?
the Logris.
Ooh, right. First, give me a research quarter. If you make that, a luck roll at full.
The Logris is a new flavor of ice cream.
There you go. Yes, it's from Jerry's and Ben's Booksellers and Ice Cream Emporium.
I'm assuming you two are also researching it, since I'm spending time researching it, or you just sitting there twiddling your thumbs.
No.
Tell us about
I'm not
the
gonna
idea.
Yeah. I'm saying I want to research the
Oh
Logris.
yeah, good idea.
Okay, research at half. Research at half. We need a quarter, right?
Research a quarter, luck roll at full.
Yeah.
It's
No good.
inverse.
Yeah, I'll spend 1 hero point on the research roll.
It won't avail you. You are
Well, it's quite
doomed.
useful for our overall thingamajigger.
Doomed.
Quarter.
There's a quarter. Luck roll at full. This is all for all the marbles. Yes.
Luck roll by half.
Damn your eyes. All right. You find out about the Logris. Logan looks confused. What do you want to know about the Logris? It's in the Logris is twisted path that apparently has always chaos was around before anything else was. And the serpent is the symbol of chaos, or the creature of chaos, or is chaos, or embodies chaos. It's kind of all of those things. There is an actual physical serpent according to this text, but it's also the symbol of it. The serpent lost an eye somehow. And let's see. So the one-eyed serpent, I just realized what I'd said. Anyway, and there's apparently at the end of everything is where the courts of chaos are, and is right next to this big cliff that if pretty much if you go off the cliff, you're done. There's no coming back, and it goes forever. What else is useful to know? If you ask questions, I can help direct this.
Is there Logris anywhere else besides Court of Chaos?
Not yet, but give me a essence roll. Lower is better.
Anything a bit.
Times 1 or times 2 is what I'm looking for here for something crazy.
Yeah, I'll blow 1 hero point on this just because we're here and we're getting info. Yeah, by 3, but not quite.
It hints that it can be, if somebody had something and they're not sure what, to create a new Logris. Such a thing has never been done before, but they speculate it could be done. However, the useful thing you find out is you should not do it anywhere near either A, original chaos, because then they just flow together and become one bigger chaos, which could be bad, or B, near anything you give a fuck about, because it's all going to go wonky. So in other words, making one in your backyard means your house is going to be fucked.
I'm making a note of massive fuckery there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm pretty convinced that one of the PCs will do his best to end the campaign by making a Logris in one of the normal zones you guys hang out at and just suck everything into a vortex of spinning
Does it
screen.
say in regards to creating it near the pattern?
Oh, that's kind of like saying, I know there's a lightning storm, but I want to get in some golf, and my chainmail and plate mail armor is really dashing on me. Let's go do that.
Matter and antimatter.
I
think
know.
I'll curse God while I'm doing it. Yeah.
No, I was just thinking, wonder what would happen if you create the Logris in the village. That would be amusing.
By amusing, you mean like basically setting off an atomic bomb at ground? Yeah, sure, amusing.
There are some people that hate the village enough that they would consider.
Yes, there are.
But you're number 2. You're fine with the village.
He
No,
wants your information.
It is very useful to play along, to move through it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I got a crit on Explore Shadow. I get a new power, right?
Yes.
Oh, motherfucker. Yeah,
Yes,
you are
do.
correct. Dun, dun, dun.
So you said I could make a Trump of Library Land, Logan?
Sure. Was there before I look up his new power, was there anything else that you wanted to know about? Because no, I'm not going to answer questions later, but right now, if you've got any other questions, I can answer them in vague terms and shit. Since you made some amazing, why don't you think about it while I do his power? How's that, Pete?
All right.
Do we know who rules the Courts of Chaos?
That's super duper complicated. They have lines of succession and stuff like that. Although it does mention that in the Courts of Chaos, for anybody ruling it or anything, that death by assassination is considered natural causes. Okay, so let's see. For Explore Shadow, your choices are either sideline, know the designation of the shadow you are in if it has one. That's basically Logan tells you what the name is and shit. If it doesn't have one, then if it's interesting enough that you might want to go back there, then I might even let you name it. Or find a shadow person who looks like a person you want them to look like. So if you wanted to find another person who looks like Rock, that way you can have your own Rock buddy who's not Rock and may not even like you or know who you are. Or you could you could go one up on the tree, get the next higher tier power, which is pattern defense.
Yeah, I'll work up the ladder.
And here you go.
Yep.
Dink. 1, 2. You got 1, 2, 3. You got 3 to go, and then you are to where Dana Zool wants to be. I.e., making shit.
Cool.
Yes. Making shit is the wildly complicated thing where you try to negotiate with the GM to get something OP, and then he goes, okay, first we're going to start really small, and then you make another 12 crits, and you might be closer to where you want to be, okay? Scott's looking forward to that. So, is there anything else you've come up with, Pete, during your thinking time?
Yeah, language. What do they speak at the Courts of Chaos?
That's a really good question. I'll give you a card for it. I know that some Thari is spoken there. They probably also have some sort of other language that I don't know what it is.
I figured they speak Esperanto. That's a very chaotic
it was more
language.
so, yeah, I just don't want us to turn up, eventually get to the point where somebody thinks they can walk the Logris, so we travel to the Courts of Chaos and then have all the fun and games of trying to deal with a foreign language. But if we've got an idea of what we can
take a
do,
card. I like that. That makes me hard just thinking about the players going, we've finally gotten all the, oh, motherfucker. You speak Icelandic, don't you? I fucking hate Logan. That you get a card for that. Awesome.
That's why I want to know what language they speak.
I will work on that in seasons. Do you know how many words is in a normal book, Pete? Normal book, approximately how many words?
No idea.
It usually seems to be between like 20 and 40,000, something like that. So
Yeah.
20,000, call that normal. I've got 7,500 words in my to-do list.
So does this mean that I know what the language is that they speak at the Courts of Chaos?
Yes, you can make a note that when Logan figures it out, and if you ask later, hey, by the way, in library land, I learned what language they speak. Because I know Thari, if you speak Thari, then you can probably get by with Thari. You can find you can find somebody who speaks Thari.
Yeah, I can speak a little bit of Thari.
I would get good at that. I'd get fluent at Thari.
Every time I've gotten a card that increases languages, I've put it into Thari.
You're planning ahead.
Yes, I just haven't gotten it that often.
A lot of this game seems to be about planning ahead, like with the sniper rifle. He had 2 seasons to fucking work it up. If he'd still sucked after 2 seasons, fuck you. You all missed it. After 2 seasons, I had 0 sympathy.
Can I ask questions, or is this just a Joshua thing?
Sure. You can ask him to, hey, did you find anything about this?
Like, about the Logris, like, how do you make it? What do you make it out of?
That nobody knows because it's never been done, but you have to be able to assume different forms while walking Logris, and it recommends you be fucking good at assuming those forms because you're busy doing our stuff. Oh, give me a luck roll at half McKay for a little piece of specialized information.
I mean, I know Doc made a pattern to do, like, make it out of magic or something.
No, the pattern was made using the Jewel of Judgment, which is the left eye of the serpent. So there was we had some speculation that it was the right eye of the serpent that needed to make the Logris, because the Logris in association serpent. And then there's been some dreams and hints that it's actually the eye of the unicorn that's used to make the Logris because of the whole opposites thing.
Okay.
Luck. By half, yes.
Got it.
Okay. What was I going to tell you? Hold on. Oh, that's it. If you there are people that have walked pattern and then walk Logris and vice versa. But once you got one in you, like if you were to just show up without having walked pattern or anything and do Logris, it's really tough. But if you show up and you got pattern in you and you try to walk Logris, it's really, really tough.
Yes. Yes, I know it is very tough.
Some people speculate it might be as hard as making a new pattern.
Walking the Logris.
If you got pattern in you. That's something that I'm sure McKay's fucking still having nightmares about from time to time. I don't want to die. Stop killing me. Whoever he's sleeping with is like...
Sanity.
Good point. Give me a luck roll at half for another juicy tidbit on sanity.
Just in, as I'm just trying to work out, is it good to be sane or more insane?
Yeah.
By quarter.
It seems that for walking Logris, and it might be more of a minor thing, but for making Logris, you definitely need to be pretty fucking crazy. Because if you try to make it when you're not, then it's going to be super duper hard. And that all begins to put puzzle pieces together in McKay's mind of what's going on with.
Yeah, I was suspecting that, but I was thinking that whether or not it's the reverse. I could see both possibilities for it. I could see one that you need to be super sane to do it, or the reverse, that you need to be borderline.
Well, in addition to needing to be a bit wonky, apparently, this is all speculation on what's needed to make Logris, because nobody's ever done before. But it's speculated you'd have to be pretty fucking nuts to be able to make a Logris, like maybe fail a Sandy roll nuts. But it's said that when you walk Logris, you lose a lot of your composure, and you get a lot more crazy and stuff. And some people have even freaked out and like stepped off the Logris and just died because they went too crazy when they were walking it.
Yeah, that which is why I was thinking that you might need to be super sane to be able to handle it because of
For
the
walking
impact
it, yes. For making it,
the impact it has to your mind. That you have
well,
to be of a heart, have a good mind to be able to withstand it.
it's speculating. It's speculated in this book called "How to Make Your Own Logris Pattern." That you might need to thread a very delicate needle where you start off pretty crazy, you go more crazy, but you don't want to go too crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to go full crazy.
Logris for dummies.
There you go.
I want to start looking around for a good place to paint a Trump of in Library Land.
Actually, as long as you go during open hours, like if it's daytime in the air zones and stuff, there's a lot of areas within the big ass library that are pretty fucking deserted. This isn't like the normal USA library where there's screaming kids running around constantly or homeless people passed out.
Yeah, a bunch of empty stacks.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's books and shit, but it doesn't look like anybody comes here and shit. So, does that answer all your questions?
Yeah, for the moment.
Cool.
So I can get off this state.
Yeah.
Mind.
You take careful notes on this, which I'm sure will be appearing on the fucking boards at some point, and will make Freddy fucking punch his computer screen.
Okay.
Which is, of course, the goal of this entire campaign is to drive Freddy over the fucking brink. Just, yeah. And then set fire to something, because that's how he rolls.
Okay.
So, is everybody ready to end the session?
No,
God damn it.
Point out the
because
good painting
I.
spot to rock.
Sorry.
Said I'm going to point out the good painting spot to rock.
Shows librarian watching. Are you taking books?
Nope.
Basically, I'm going to get the plastic ring that we got off the slideshow and check it out. And I'm going to play my analyze device card, which I've managed to hang on to all this time.
Wow. Okay, you guys trump back out of there, leaving the car parked there. Is that correct?
I'm going to try and make a skill whoring roll.
Did
Can we
you
just
want
get
to?
back?
We could shadow walk back if you wanted to.
Yeah, I want to try and make Trump a library land. That sounds like a really useful thing.
Yeah.
Do that during skill whoring time. I'm just trying to finish up things real quick
Then,
here.
did you want to try and shadow walk the car back?
You don't think we should leave it here?
It's up to you.
He says, I'm too rich to care about one vehicle that costs $5,000. In fact, Freddie now has no access to my money, so I know I'll stay rich forever and ever.
I don't know. Where would I shadow walk it back to?
It shows the golf course with all these vehicles lined up on it and shouldn't abandoned.
Doesn't matter. We can leave it there. I was just thinking whether or not you want to.
Oh, you now have a vehicle to get around in library land, isn't there a way to look at it?
Nope, it's gone.
Shadow walk to where? With the vehicle.
Well,
Are you guys going with him, by the way? He just kind of ran out of the library.
Yes.
No, I'm staying here to make a Trump.
Oh, you can do that during skill horn. You don't actually need to stay in the library. You can go with him if you want.
Okay, I'm going with him.
What would be the way to phrase it? Yes,
Would
I'm
you
going
like?
with.
Okay, they get in the cars. You're trying to pull out, and you're like, "What? I'm driving here." Where are you driving to? You usually have to state destination
Oh.
before attempting the shadow walk skill. So where to?
Yeah. Figured I'd roll and fail, and then it would be moot. But yeah, I guess we'll add to the collection in the village.
All right, shows yet another car. There's like a dozen cars lined up here, maybe a golf cart or two, just fucking lined up. Like, we're the PCs, and we're going to fill this fucker with goddamn cars if it kills us.
We hate the village so much, we're just going to keep bringing cars here.
Eventually they'll drown.
We're going to bury it in cars.
I can see the PCs doing that, yes. Eventually they just into another car. All right, so you guys park it at the village, and then from the village, what, Trump to somewhere else?
Yeah,
Trump.
the embassy
Yeah, for the ring.
to check out the ring.
Great. You guys get over to the embassy. You go get the ring. You play your card on it. Swipe it.
It is what I thought it was. It's like an RFID or a...
If you'd said it first, you got cards. We didn't, so you got
I
cards.
posted it on the boards over a week ago.
Nobody reads that. So anyway, right.
I can tell you what I posted if you want.
No, that's not important right now. What is important is you need to figure out which zone you can swipe it in.
Yes. As I said, I wasn't sure if it was an ID or room access or something because it makes sense.
It's money.
Yeah.
So you'll never discover which zone it's for because it'll stay in the vault where it's nice and safe. Unless you want to wear it around. It's kind of flesh colored if you're the brown guy. If you're not brown, then it's brown.
Plastic ring.
Anything else, or should we move into figuring out titles?
Yeah, moving figure out tiles.
Hooray!
I'm just trying to work out how to word the thing about creating logris, and I'm trying to word it in non-meta terms in regards to sanity.
You should be kind of crazy to do this.
Yeah.
It would make sense, though, why Justice was relentlessly fucking with him. He's helping, because that's how Justice fucking helps, you think.
Yeah.
Helping you.
That's how Justice has always helped.
Yeah. Well, tell me that doesn't sound exactly like the kind of help you would do.
Yes, but it's not helping him because, well, but the only issue is when he actually walks the log rest in the first place.
Right. There will be issues.
It's going to screw him over.
Exactly. But Freddie, despite Justice's help, is getting Barrett's sanity, although he wants 99 before he does anything because he is the most conservative person on the planet. He's like our own version of monk. So, right. For cards, titles, what would you think this should be called?
The Cabin in the Woods comes to mind.
Murder Shack.
Ooh, I like Murder Shack better than the cabin. Or you go Murder Cabin or Murder Shack. Which one sounds better? Shack actually sounds pretty good. Cabin in the Woods is tempting, but they already have a film named that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, you killed Kenny, or just you killed Kenny.
Fading magic.
True, that's important.
I mean, because we did a lot of zone jumping to check those stuff out.
True.
Harlequins suck. No.
Harlequin Romance.
Nice.
I know what you did last summer.
Yeah,
That was the
moving.
actual title of the mod that I ran. 'Cause-
Laura is a sociopath. Oh, Jesus. Somebody put that back on the...
As Laura calls up Rock to say, "Abby, I'm not a sociopath."
Okay, So, so far, which do you guys like best? Murder Shack, You Killed Kenny, Fading Magic, or Harlequin Romance?
I like the Harlequin Romance because it's silly.
Okay, I got that. Glenn, any thoughts? You like Harlequin Romance?
Is that what you guys both said?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Okay, cool. Everybody grab a card for working on the title. And real quick, before I end the broadcast, Pete, what have you got to say to the studio audience?
Harlequins suck and should read messages left for them.
Glenn, what have you got to say to the studio audience?
I have the power.
Dun, dun,
And
dun, dun, dun.
Rock, what have you got to say to the studio audience?
All the players are going to dress up as Harlequins and have a party. It's coming.
Next insanity.
If you can't beat them, join them.